Hey there, everyone. Good morning. Taking you with me on my morning walk again. Bringing you a mini teach. And I want to talk today about the subject of being a good friend. I think we can misunderstand what that means sometimes. It comes from the book of Proverbs 18:24, which says, "A man who has friends must show himself or must be friendly, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother." All right, I want to unpack this a little bit because I think we can have some misunderstandings about what friendship is and bear false responsibility within friendships that the Lord never intends for us to have. Because ultimately, the friend who sticks closer than a brother is actually referring to Jesus. Jesus is the only one that can actually bear the load of and the weight of our troubles and our cares. Our friends cannot. I want to make that really clear. A friend is one who will bear your burden, but not your load. I believe it's Galatians 6 that talks about bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. And if you drop down a few more verses, it says, but each one shall bear his own load. And I think many of us get confused that friendship and even relationships with people means that we bear their load. It's not. The only one who can bear our load is Christ. He is the friend who sticks closer than a brother. So what then is a good friend? Because each one is to bear their own load, according to Galatians 6. So a good friend is one who will bear your burden in prayer. A burden is not the same as a load. A burden is a burden in prayer. They will bear your burden in terms of speaking truth in love. They will bear your burden in terms of checking in on you. They will bear your burden in terms of championing you and, being a cheer squad. That's what a good friend is. A good friend will not be someone who can fix your problems. A good friend cannot come in and bear that load. That is the load of false responsibility. So I want to be really clear because I think many of us think we need to bear one another's load in order to be a good friend. And it's just simply not the truth. Bear one another's burdens through prayer. Check in on each other. And understand that friendship is a mutual endeavor. Okay, there is a give and take both ways. I know personally for myself, I have had those who have called themselves friends who have been competitive and they've been jealous. So hello, Amanda, good morning. They have been jealous. That's not true friendship. People who cannot be your cheerleaders and come alongside you and celebrate your successes, that's not friendship. And the Lord has removed those people from my life for a reason. Being a good friend has to be a two-way street in order for there to be a reciprocal relationship. And I've been really challenged in this area because I've made poor choices in friendships in the past based on felt need or a perception that I could somehow rescue people, because part of my mandate and part of what I carry is to actually one of the lanes I run in is to advocate for victims of spiritual abuse, because I was one a few times over actually. But that advocacy does not mean that I'm responsible for the weight or their load. And so it's been a confusing space to work through and really work out what true friendship looks like with the Lord. And thankfully, I'm on the path of healing with that and making some better choices with friends and friendships. And I can tell you this, when you choose to be healthy in this space and to remove those essentially freeloaders, I've had a few of them in my life, those who take, because I am by nature a very generous person, but they don't reciprocate, and you don't need that. That is not true friendship. So when you are obedient to the Lord to remove that from your life, I promise you that He will bring you true friends. Those who will bear your burdens, they'll bear them in prayer, they'll check in on you, There'll be a reciprocal nature to the relationship. They will not be jealous and envious of you. They will cheer you on and be happy for you. There'll be an honest exchange of feelings. There is also an identification of blind spots. We need a friend to be able to identify our blind spots, but do that in a loving way where there's relational equity. All these things are being a good friend. All right, here I am on my morning walk. It's beautiful, a little crisp, but a Queensland winter or a Brisbane winter is pretty mild, so I'm not complaining. And as you can see, the sun is almost always shining here in Queensland because it's called the Sunshine State for a reason, and the sun shines in this state. Anyway, I'm going to finish up by saying I hope that this little mini teach has given you some insights into true friendship, what it actually looks like, what it definitely doesn't look like. And I pray this blesses you. So if it's blessed you, please share this to your stories. Please share it. Share if you're on Facebook, somewhere, YouTube. Eventually, when I get this up, please share it and bless someone with this message. All right. And if you're on socials, tag a friend in the comments. Tag a good friend you want to honor and let them know why. All right. Love you guys. Big blessings. Catch you later. Remember to dream big with God always. All right. Bye.